Okay, guys, so the most important thing to know when inking, especially if you're inking with dip pens, um, take better care of your dip pens than I do. I usually try to keep mine clean, but I was using them earlier today, so that's why they're dirty. Usually they're clean, but pretty bad about taking care of them. So don't do that because they're expensive. So basically, especially if you're inking with dip pens, you want to ink from, if you're right-handed, you want to ink from left to right, or if you're right-handed, from right to left, because you will smudge the ink way less that way. So without further ado, let's go. So if you're using a G pen, you want to make sure that the ink goes above that little line right there. So I'm almost out of ink, so I've got like tilt the little ink well up. As you see, like it runs back down the thing, back down the nib, but that hole is still filled with ink. So you should just test, get the pen warmed up here. This is an older pen nib. I probably need to replace it soon. But yeah, so I'm gonna start inking now. It goes boot. And the way I ink is, especially with a G pen, is I get like this. I don't ink like with a straight. I don't ink with like a straight back line like that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. I don't ink with like a straight back line unless I really want to make like a thick line. I usually do like a side stroke like that because you can get a thinner line that way. But the only downside is that it's harder to curve. Like if you want to do like a tight curve like that. But you shouldn't be doing a tight curve like that if you're using a G pen anyway. So yeah. You want to try and go with like I'm gonna try not to move the paper too much, so you guys can see well. But normally I'd be moving the paper to do this line, because as you can see I kind of went like off where I needed to go. But I don't really care because it's just for a video and it didn't go too bad. But with a G pen, it's really, any pen for that matter, it's really important to get the pivot angle of your wrist so you can make fluid lines. So you don't have to make like sketchy lines like that one right there. So I need to have like a little white spot. I want to add the black. Let's see, I'm breaking the number 1 rule right now, and I'm not inking from left to right because I've still got this one. So I'm sorry if I'm not talking, guys. This one really takes a lot of focus. But what you really want to do is you want to make sure that your lines are smooth. Now, I'm being hypocritical right now because if an object is black and you're going to be inking it all the way in black, then your lines don't necessarily have to be super smooth, because you can kind of fix them a little bit with your black pen or whatever you're filling the black with. So as you can see, I'm kind of slightly sketchy right now. So it's gonna go like that. So this is gonna be the hard part. I should probably whip out the Mara pen for this, but I'm not gonna. This would be a good example of when to use your Mara pen, though. I'm doing small detailed work like this. Okay, I did it, and it turned out okay. But yeah, like if you're first starting off with a G pen, in my opinion, if you're not used to dip pens yet, I would start off with the Maro pen. I think that's what I should have done, but I didn't. and because of that, I had like really shitty inking for the first chapter of Torikumu because I was not used to using a dip pen at all yet. So yeah, basically like it's a lot easier to make a thin line with a Maru pen because it's so much thinner. Maru pen is more for like thin, precise lines, and a G pen is for more springy, actiony shonen lines. So Maru pens are actually often used for shoujo manga. So if you are doing like a shoujo manga, feel free to use a Maru pen because that's usually what's used over a G pen. There are also other types of nibs, but I have not gotten into using them yet. I think there's one that's called like a Saiji nib. And I think there's a spoon nib. I think the Saiji nib and the spoon nib are the same thing. I don't know. Don't quote me on that though. But what you would use those ones for are for like straight lines and stuff. And I use microns for straight lines. So, yeah. I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but I use a 0.8 or 0.08, I mean, micron for the panel lines. And then that's going to be done with my, whatchamacallit, or my brush pen. So I just got this brush pen the other day. I love it. It's great for filling blacks and adding effects. So, yeah. I'm just going to give that like a second to dry so I can throw in that line. I'm going to close this for a second so I don't spill it everywhere. And I'm going to do some of the finer work with a 0.5. This 0.5 is dead. Oh gosh. I've been trying to go through all my microns and find the ones that are dead and the ones that are still alive. Dead. Oh gosh, do I have any 5s left? Yes, I do. There we go. Thank God. That would have been bad. I don't have any 5s. So basically, I'm not going to do that part with the dip pen, or I mean with the brush pen, but is this still wet? No, it's not. That's the hard part about using Black 6 ink, which is what I use because it deleted Black 6 because it dries like really fast, and you can use it with Copics, but there's like 2 main bad parts, and the first one is that it dries shiny, doesn't dry with like a matte finish, so sometimes you have to kind of like touch it to see if it's dry or not, and that's not really like the smart thing to do at all. So yeah, that's the only main downside. And then I think I said that already, but it's not waterproof, so if you are going to be coloring using watercolor rather than markers or coloring digitally, then I would try a different type of deleter ink. They've got like 6 different kinds, or I think 6 or 7. I think Black 2 is waterproof, but don't quote me on that. I will probably do a video in the future on the different types of deleter ink. So this is all dry, so I can throw my ruler down for a second and do this. Actually, that can go there and there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my graphic one Sakura pen or marker. It's more of a marker, and I'm going to do the outside of this black. I recommend getting one of these. They're very useful for filling blacks. I use these to fill like all my blacks that weren't huge until like very recently when I got this brush pen. To fill blacks, you can also use like an actual brush and ink, but that really eats up ink. And you can also use one of these Sakura brush pens that you've probably seen me use before. I still use them. But for huge blacks like this, I have gotten I think this is considered a fude pen, but I just call it a brush pen. And so it's just for filling blacks. And so you just go. You can also do like cool sound effects with it because it does that like cool brush thing. So yeah. So basically I would recommend doing like that outline like that so that you can so you don't have to worry about coloring outside the lines. I'm sure people that are more used to these brushes can probably do that like without making that line or anything, and just have the white spot, but I am not used to this brush yet, so I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to do this part of the shoe with this, but I'm going to do the rest with, I think, one of the Sakura ones, just because I don't trust myself to do that little spot. Maybe I might try it one, and if it goes bad then I'll use something else. I can always fix it on the computer. That's the thing, if you're doing it digitally, like, if you mess up a little bit when you're filling in black, you can fix it, no problem, most of the time. That's one of the best things about going digital, is it's really easy to fix mistakes of filling in blacks. Oh yeah, I'll be fine doing this. Ooh, I forgot to add a little thing. Is this dry yet? Kinda, not really. I'll just remember. I'll have to add with a whiteout pen. Actually, I'm sure it's dry enough. I'll just be careful. Yeah, that's fine. You can also use like whiteout pens like this if you mess up. I don't know, like if you forget to leave one of those. That's what I usually use it for. Or if I had to add like a highlight and an eye. Izzy's in the other room, my dog. She just made a big groan. She's a little bit sick right now, but she's gonna be good. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much, guys. I'm probably only gonna be able to do like one panel. I'll do this one, I'll finish this one, and I'll do the one with Comico. And then I'm going to do the rest in time lapse, guys, because otherwise this video is going to be forever long. And you guys don't want that. Actually, I'm sure some of you guys do, but some of you guys don't, and I don't want that because I like to watch my video like one time after I'm done. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now, so I kind of just want to like go on a marathon of all the videos that I just made and watch them all. Alright, there we go, almost done with this panel. And this is like pretty accurate of like how, oh, I've still got to do that area over there. But this is pretty accurate of like how long it actually takes me. I'm going a little bit faster than I usually go, actually. Just for the sake of the video. But, oh man, that actually turned out really cool. But this is pretty close to actual speed. Especially for something like this, it's got like a lot of black that I have to be careful about. See, this is me being risky because I could mess up like any second and freaking have to do a whole bunch of shit when I go into the computer. So I think I'm good now. And you squeeze this part to add ink. So I don't think it came out. You don't want to squeeze it too much, because I was watching a Luke My Name Is video a long time ago. It was like one of his really old videos. It was one of his like first videos on his Luke My Name Is channel, and he was squeezing one of the pens like this, and it just like all like blew up. I mean, it didn't blow up, but like all the ink came out, like the brush part. Made a huge mess. And so that's that. The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do this sound effect. I think I'm going to do that with this micron. So I think I'm going to do it like this. Clack. Yeah, that looks cool. So that's that one. I think I'm going to touch it up with just a little bit of pen, white pen. So it looks good. There we go. Awesome. So now we're going to move up to, or down to, rather, Comico. So this one should probably be really easy to do, because I only have to fill a little bit of black. So I'm going to do that outer area first. Let me just make sure you can see this in the camera. There we go. So I'm going to do this outer part first. Gosh, I'm going to have to move a little bit. I have to move this way because the pole's getting in the way. There we go. So you can hear me hitting the pole with the tripod, which probably isn't a good thing for the quality of this page, but it's an okay page. Like, this probably looks like really good to anybody that hasn't seen any of my third chapter stuff, but like, my art has gotten so much better in the third chapter. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I hit that 50 page mark and I just have so much more experience now. I'm really working hard on the comic, putting my all into it. So yeah, I'm having to like go at it like a different direction, because I can't, and like move my hand in weird ways because I can't. Normally I would just turn the paper, but I can't at the moment because I don't want you guys to like see the paper spinning around randomly, because I know that distracts me when I'm watching a video. Oh shit, I messed up her lip. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. It's not too bad, I'll just fix it when I scan in. I actually might not even have to, I don't know. I'll look at it after the video. Almost did a little mess up there. Nope, just did, but Whatever, I've kind of fixed it. Dog is being so loud, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright, so there's that, and then I just gotta hit that with the, oops, no, I'm not done. I forgot. Last few lines. Yoink. And yoink. Alright, so then from this point, I'm going to take out the brush pen and fill in the black parts. Watch, I'm probably going to smudge ink everywhere because I'm rushing so this video isn't 2 hours long. I'm sure I'm already at like a half an hour right now. I'm going to have to like do light speed for my time lapse for the other part. Luckily there isn't any like too hard of parts. Come on now. Give me some ink. There we go. Gosh, this takes so much concentration to like not mess up. So if you guys like these videos, this is the last one I'm going to film for tonight. The toning video should probably be out, I would say by Sunday, or like on Sunday night. Probably on Sunday night at the latest. It will be Sunday night at the latest. But I've got stuff to do this week, so it's going to be hard to find time to work on the comics. So I'm probably going to have to do the comic inking over toning that page. Because if toning that page was already in my schedule, then I would just do it when I'm toning it, but that page isn't in my schedule as of yet. Because I tone all my pages like the week before I need them, and since this page is like a month off, I'm not going to need this page for a while, so it's like on the back burner when it comes to toning. I've got to do like 40 through 50 first before I get to this one in my schedule, but I'll probably I will go out of schedule to do this. It's just a matter of when I have time to do it. So yeah, guys, this is wrapping up the live part. I was going to show the word balloon. Sorry guys, the camera just cut off. I was going to show how to do the word balloons, but that's pretty self-explanatory, in my opinion. Oop, I was just like squirted ink everywhere. Yeah. I'm interested to see how fast these things run out, because I bought like 2 replacement cartridges, but I hope I don't have to use them like right away. I like filling black traditionally rather than digitally, just because it's easier that way. Or some people say it's easier to do digital, but I like doing it this way because I don't have to like worry about choppy selections and like making sure everything looks like and flows well. So yeah, guys, this is about it. I will see you guys at the next part for the toning part of the tutorial. Last little part that I'm going to do live is shut that pen, blow a little bit, dry it off, make sure it's dryish, and add a little highlight right there. So yeah, guys, the rest is going to be time lapse, and I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, I forgot to mention before I went last time what I ink backgrounds with. I usually use a 0.1 or a 005 and sometimes if it's a really big picture, I'll use like a 0.02. So yeah, these are the 3 pens I use for backgrounds. Occasionally like a 3 if I'm gonna fill in something black, but generally these are what I use. So yeah, since I got that over with, on with the video.